Joe Biden dropping out of 2024 race is the game changer that nobody expected. And the truth is, it might actually hurt the chance of Trump winning this election. Hi, I'm Vivek, and this video will be slightly different because in this video I'll be talking about political issues happening in the United States right now and try to explain few questions that a lot of viewers been wanting to know. Questions like, why did Joe Biden decide to step out of the race at the last moment? And what does it mean for Democratic Party and their chances of winning in 2024? And what does it mean for Donald Trump and his campaign? All of this and more will be coming out shortly. But before that, let me tell you something. I've done extensive amount of research in last 24 hours to break down the political landscape post Biden exit. You'll get in-depth analysis backed by data and insights you won't get anywhere else. So stick around until the end. And at the end, I'll also provide my personal opinion of who is gonna win 2024 election. Let's start with the burning question of all. Why did Joe Biden actually decide to drop out of this race? And was the debate performance the reason that sealed his fate? You guys already know in June 27, 2024, Donald Trump and Joe Biden decided to hold their first presidential debate in this election. In that debate, Joe Biden time and again struggled to counter Trump's aggressive attacks, revealing his weakness among 51 million Americans. It showed that how incompetent Joe Biden had been for the last 3.5 years. Before this day, media had been lying to you every single day about his capacity to run this country. On this day, though, it was crystal clear to American people how they have been misled, how they have been deceived, how they have been lied to. He is not fit to run the country right now, let alone for another 4 years. The poor debate performance accelerated the declining poll numbers like never seen before. This caused massive panic in top Democrats and ultimately calling out for his resignation. Now you might be thinking this is good. He listened to American people. This is victory for democracy. People didn't like him, so he stepped aside. But let me tell you this. He actually didn't listen to people. He listened to his donors. In politics, it's all about money and the donors that provide that money. So in reality, it's actually money that won. Since the debate, they couldn't really hide the fact that Joe Biden was a terrible president. For them, it didn't really matter whether it was Joe Biden or somebody else. The only thing mattered was winning. And once they saw Joe Biden losing, they knew that it was time for him to go. For them, it was an easy plan. They just stopped the flow of the money, a crucial lifeline in Biden's campaign. And when the money stops, everything stops. It's actually sad to see how American politics is riddled with corruption. And the same Democratic Party who claims to be the pillar of democracy are the most undemocratic. Now, another big question remains. How is this going to impact the Democratic Party and its chances of winning 2024 election? And is Kamala Harris ready to take on this challenge? In Joe Biden's letter of resignation, he has endorsed Harris for the presidency. But that doesn't guarantee her nominee for Democratic Party. If her past accomplishment is anything to go by, and if it is an indication of her future performance, she is gonna have very hard time convincing American people on why she should be the president. I'll give you an example. Last 3.5 years, she had been tasked with one job, and that is immigration. Right now, immigration is number one issue that Democratic Party is struggling with. Now, if you think about it, if she cannot handle one aspect of US issue, will she be able to tackle more important issues that lies in front of American people? Will she be able to unite American people that are more divided than ever before? Will she be able to bring peace in Middle East? Will she be able to end Russian war? The uncertainty and doubt will likely cause a lot of chaos in coming days. And the answer is probably not. But I do think that Harris will become the nominee for Democratic Party. Not because donors like her or she has better chance of winning the election. Because donors fear that if it is not Harris, it will create more division and chaos within Democratic Party, which is more riskier and which could ultimately cost them the election. Now the most important question remains. What does it mean for Republican Party? And did Trump secretly wanted Biden to stay in the race? Now if you've been watching Trump closely, his strategy was to subtly encourage Joe Biden to stay in the race because he knew that Joe Biden is the best candidate to go against. Because let me tell you why. In politics, any candidate could have two kind of disadvantages. First one, things you can control, things you can improve upon. And the second one, things you cannot control. That's out of your hand. Things you can control, it is very easy to fix. But things you cannot control, you cannot do much about it. It is really hard to improve on. Unfortunately for Biden, he was disadvantaged with second thing. Issues beyond his control like his mental capacity, and Trump knew that. After that presidential debate, in order to secure the victory, Trump didn't really need to do much. He just needed to sit back and relax and let the media do the rest. Now with Biden out, Trump faces potentially stronger opponent in Kamala Harris. As it stands, the main problem of Harris is her personality and her charisma, which can be easily improved upon. So she poses a greater risk to Trump than Joe Biden. Now the best strategy for Trump if he wants to win the election is to go into offense on Kamala Harris and find everything about her. And the best strategy for you viewers if you want to see Trump win is to subscribe to this channel. So please subscribe now. If you found this video insightful, I made another video on what cost America will need to pay if Trump becomes the president. Click here to watch that video. And until next week, see ya.